What's going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another one for you guys today. And as you guys have already seen the title here, I get my butt absolutely smoked here by this massive team here. So I'll just show you guys quickly here. I was trying to mess around with different team comps. And again, this is one of the largest Retcon teams I've ever seen here. So I wanted to make sure you guys were able to kind of catch the footage of it here. But yeah, I tried some different comps. I tried the full Asgardian one, did not work. And then yeah, I wanted to try Cosmic Ghost Rider here with Odin and Xavier. And again, this is probably not the best use of two mythic characters. Like you're probably better off just sacking, honestly. And then of course as well, I'll show you guys what it looks like after with the sack. But yeah, absolutely just get destroyed here. I'm pausing here to show you guys that he does eventually survive thanks to the barrier. And again, you got to be very careful here because they can take you out in like 2 shots. Once it does somehow eventually get to Professor Xavier's turn, and again, perhaps if he had diamonds or maybe if he's got stars on it, then maybe he can get some more work done here. But look at this. It barely tickles Jeff the Land Shark, which is just crazy, right? It absolutely is crazy how just how strong he is. And it's actually making me rethink, like, maybe I need to get him leveled up here. But obviously, with all the stuff that's going on around the corner now, I don't know if it makes sense to do it. But yeah, I don't want to know what he's going to be like when he's fully 7 yellow, 7 red. Because, yeah, the only thing that's kind of stopping him right now is the fact that he doesn't have all his stars. So, Professor X eventually does do his ult, and then we are actually able to take out a fairly good chunk of these guys. But yeah, this is not a fun team, right? And we have to use Odin and Professor X to get the so yeah, so we take out Jeff, and we eventually get knocked out here, I think, by the Deadpool throwing his maybe it's a special or something, I forget which one it was. But yeah, just keep in mind here, yeah, just do the sack wave and then you can get the exhaust on them and it makes it a little easier. And this is where he does the killing blow. So, dead. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Now we're going to jump back in here. Shout out to one of my alliance mates, actually. He was able to take a sack wave on this guy, so then I can go in for the kill. And I was trying to figure out who would be a suitable 5th, and didn't really matter who. I think I just kind of threw in Omega Red here and called it a day. The Illuminati seems to be a fairly good team, especially, like I said, since Jeff's already kind of used up a bit of their abilities. And yeah, and then that allows us to be able to, you know, be faster. I think if he's exhausted or whatever, he's not able to get the amount, right? The amount of speed that he would get otherwise. So then that gives us the opportunity here to use our Xavier. And again, we'll throw the special on him. And it just allows them to deal with the rest. So fairly straightforward. Unfortunately, like I said, I wish we would be able to one-shot the bigger ones. But yeah, unfortunately, 13-ish is still doable, I think. And 14, I haven't done 14 yet. But yeah, the 16 mil one was definitely out of scope for me. So it seems like that would be the limits of the Odin and the Xavier strategies. And at least right now, until they're, you know, bigger diamonds. Or maybe I should bring my Odin up to 110 maybe. He's 105 right now, but yeah, too much leveling on characters, too many resource crunches, and then of course with Age of Fear around the corner, yeah, that's just not a good use of gold or training materials right now. But yeah, Xavier does this thing and he's gonna basically just kill off anybody. And actually, it's kind of funny. I don't know if Omega Red. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be able to take a turn here. But yeah, but Professor X kind of just does this entire team himself, I guess. The Illuminati, actually, they're not bad. They're fast. They help kind of get those pings out, so that's not bad actually. But yeah, we were lucky. Like I said, he didn't have his nukes at the start, which gives us the opportunity to take him down. And yeah, and I think I think you guys get the gist of it. I'm gonna fast forward this because yeah, I think it's pretty much over and done with. So yeah, finishing off Squirrel Girl, and again, this team was actually surprising. I'm surprised the way that it did perform with Omega Red in there, but nonetheless, tier 20 Jeff. And yeah, like I said, I do not want to see what he looks like when he is geared and tiered up to 7. Having said that, I've also been kind of messing around with some other team comps, and now with the announcement of the economy revamp, and hopefully, like if people are able to get more access to Blue Marvel is another good one. Actually, I've been kind of messing around with this one. This one's nice because of Joaquin. Joaquin gives the taunt to the enemies, and so he's able to take advantage of the fact that, that taunt's on Jeff, and he can fully utilize that. Although I will say you got to take a little bit of a beating, and the Liberty, yeah, I don't really know if you need to have the full Liberty there. They're there, I guess, with a nice amount of buffs, which help to sustain for a little bit. But yeah, again, just be careful here because Blue Marvel can still get taken out here depending on the RNG and stuff. And yeah, then you want to just make sure you can use his ult. He's gonna splash and take out the 3 that are adjacent. And despite the fact, I think this is not like a baby Retcon team by any means, but it's another counter you can use outside of Xavier and Odin, and Blue Marvel is another one here, especially for people, like I said. We'll see what happens here when the economy changes on May the 4th, and when they decide to allow the purple L4 and L5 violence to be farmable, and then people, I guess, can decide whether they want to push for Blue Marvel or if they want to push straight for Nihilus. And I think most people are going to probably most likely pick a Nihilus, but Blue Marvel will be there if it is a feasible offer as well here, because I think some people are probably close to getting Blue Marvel here. So anyways, guys, that is all I got for this one. Hopefully this was helpful, and again, I don't know if it was educational, but I just wanted to kind of showcase the fact that that 16 mil Retcon team absolutely decimated me. But yeah, sometimes it just goes to show you just need a sack wave. And of course as well, the Blue Marvel offense is another option that you guys can use if you have Blue Marvel in your arsenal. And if you don't have him there, well, I guess it's another perk you can look forward to having him when you do get him unlocked. I'm going to see if I can test around and see if I can use that Blue Marvel on bigger ones, and I'll get back to you guys on that. Other than that, guys, hope you guys have a lovely Friday. Hope you guys have a lovely weekend as well if I don't chat with you guys. And thank you again for tuning in as always, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys.